Hey, bartender, how about a whiskey? Make that one for me too. Oh, you like whiskey? Yeah, I like whiskey a lot. Oh, how about a shot together? That sounds great. Hey, bartender, one more shot. I'd like one more shot too, if you don't mind. It's really nice to see you. You're really a cute ketchup. Thanks so much. A lot of people say that, but they really don't mean it. No, I really mean it. Are you just trying to get into my ketchup?
Packet.
My
You're just
ketchup.
trying to get into
my
my
ketchup packet? No, I'm not trying to get at your ketchup packet. I really mean it. You seem very fine. I am a fine ketchup. It says fine ketchup right on the outside. Can't you see? Whoa, take it easy. How about another drink, miss? Yes, I'll take another drink. Bartender, one more drink. Hey, we only allow 3 shots for ketchup here. It's you're gonna be trashed. You're only like 1 ounce. That's like it's more than your body weight. All right. Well, I think we're gonna head out. Can we move this table slightly? Thanks. Isn't it so cool? This beautiful city. Yeah, it's so cool. You really have a nice ketchup figure. Oh, thank you so much. I like your manly ketchupness too. Well, you know what? I think. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Me too. Well, I hope you don't mind me being on top. That's okay. And then, a few days later, back at the bar. I really would like to tie the ketchup knot with you. That is so romantic. Oh, thanks. I want you to be my ketchup packet forever. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I think that sounds good. And here's a ketchup ring. I didn't get a chance to ask your dad. That's okay. He won't mind. And then, a few months later, they had a little ketchup. Ta-da! Special thank you again to all the subscribers that are supporting this channel and for your comments and just things that you're helping me grow as a person. And I just want to thank you for that. Today I want to talk about pack mentality versus being independent. One of my subscribers says, we want you to talk about like the character. They give me a really nice compliment, which I'm not going to share with you because I feel like that's a little bragging. Or give me a very nice compliment. This person's known me for a long time and has been able to see me grow in my life. Thank you so much for that again. But they said that we want you to talk about like character and principles and things like that. And so I want to talk to you about pack mentality versus being independent. I'm not talking about the independent party. I'm talking about independent inside your soul. Your being, who you are, who you feel you truly are. And growing that person. And I would say that would be very much independent of any type of, and it's good to get input from other people. I'm not saying go out and live as a hermit, although it's really cool to be out here in this desert and I could see, busting up some sod and, having some cows and having a farm. I've thought about that a long time ago. I mean, that's how we used to live, and there's a lot of peace in that. And finding your soul, and plus a lot of trials that only you go through in a place like that. So I think that the more, as far as being independent, the more things that you go through by yourself with just you and your creator, that's that's the thing. I mean, that's going to make you a solid human. That's where you're complaining to our friends or calling up a friend on the phone or doing this and doing that. And all that's good, and it's good to get input of people. But on the flip side, it's good to have your own independent way of thinking and doing. I think that part of that comes from and this is, I wish I could remember the personal coach's name, but he talked about, so this is not mine, this is his, but he talked about the first hour, last hour. I think to be independent in your life, you have to have the first hour and the last hour. You probably could YouTube it and get more definition, but this is my takeaway from that first hour, last hour. My first hour of the day, I usually pray. Now I pray with my mom on the phone. She's in another state, so I pray with her. Of course, you saw her on the YouTube video earlier. And so I pray with her. Then I read the Word. And then I have some dreams and goals, ambitions, things like that I go through. Maybe 15, 20 minutes, and I'm done with that. Then I do a small workout. I do some crunches, sit-ups. Be about 70 ab exercises. I do about 70 push-ups. You can work your way up to that, or devise your own thing. I'm just telling you what I do. So that's how I start my independent day, is by myself with that, getting my thoughts around what I'm going to do during the day. And then at the last hour of the day, that's why I think it's important because there's always something that happens during the day, during life, that kind of derails our train that we don't like, things like that. I would strongly encourage you to journal. My aunt, who was in the school system and a wonderful counselor, therapist, she's actually given me a lot of, when I went through some very challenging things, mainly a big divorce, she was the one that really encouraged me to journal every day. And from that, I actually wrote a movie. And part of those things are in the movie. Some are factual, some are fictitious. It's a movie. But on the journal side, I think that really helps you to get those thoughts out. Whether you put it in a journal and email it to yourself, or whether you have a handwritten journal. I think handwritten journals are good, and then you kind of scratch it down. You got that effort in there, and I write big anyway, so one word takes up one page. Just kidding, but I do write pretty big. Anyway, you get that stuff that's out there, those different things. I like to write the positive things, but sometimes write the negative. Like Joel Osteen talks about, if you magnify the negative in your life, then you're going to be remembering that. So maybe just say, hey, this is how God worked in this part of my life and protected me on this negative situation and blah, blah, blah. So again, these are things that's helped me to become independent. Another thing is not being disappointed or ashamed of my philosophies and how I live my life. Another thing that I did to make a statement to the world of how I wanted to be independent is I didn't want to be affiliated with any party. I'm talking about politically. So I'm actually a registered no party person. That's the way it's going to be the rest of my life. And that's my statement to America, is that I feel like that there shouldn't be a party. You should stand on your own merits. Like what Martin Luther King said, is that it's the content of your character. That's who you are as a man. That's who you are as a woman. That's who you are as a person. And so that is how you need to stand and be proud of that and thank God for that. That's how He made you. And so just be happy with, how you were made and look back and say, and be thankful for that. And I think that that's going to be something that you create there. I'm not against going to church or some religious thing, but on the flip side, you have to be independent of your thought. You should not agree 100% with your minister, whoever that minister is. No matter what the different religion is, you shouldn't be like a robot. That is not how God operates at all. He operates inside of you, inside the beauty that He created inside of you. This is how it should be. Again, independent thought. If you have a pack mentality thought, you join the party. You're 100% for the party. You're a mind-numb robot. You're in a cult. which I was in a cult before, and you couldn't think outside that. If you think outside that, then you are this lone wolf or this lone bear or this lone animal that's going out and doing their own thing. But that is what you want. You want people that have creative thought to be able to take the principles, the raw principles, and go out and represent these. That would be a beauty of a true minister, in my estimation, is that they're encouraging you to find out what you want to do, not just be, oh, you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to do this, you got to do that. Although I'm not saying it's bad to serve in any type of capacity, in any type of organization. I'm not saying that. But if you're a mind-numb robot that can't think outside the box and you take everything, now here's the other church that I didn't mention, or the other temple or mosque or whatever you're going to call it, is the press. If you're always watching the news, I would say shame on you, because you're not independent at all. You're a pack animal. You have that pack mentality. You're joining the cult. You're reciting exactly what they tell you to say, and that is, again, pack mentality. What we should do, and what I learned to do, because I was, again, in that pack mentality for a lot of years, party, organizations, religion, things like that, is what I did was I said, I'm going to take parts of these different things and create my own independent thought and get back to who I was and what I really believe. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. And how to do that is to challenge yourself through reading, through studying, through getting different people's takes on different things, going out and meeting different people. If you're not a people person, you can still, extend yourself and broaden your horizons on different things so that you can be a full person, but not losing your faith, not losing the wonderful, beautiful thing that's inside of your heart. And how many times have you told yourself, I have a wonderful, beautiful creation inside my heart. I am a wonderful and beautiful creation, because you are. It doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder and you went to college and all these other things. And it doesn't matter if you were born with challenges, because we're all born with some challenge. There's no perfect human out there. So what I would suggest, again, is tapping into who you are, your principles, your wonderful, beautiful heart that you have, and tell yourself that. Not in a cocky way, because the people that are cocky, there's no humility, and you know who you are. And that's a wrong character trait there. So, but go back to that beauty that's in your heart. Thank God for it. And God bless you. Stay beautiful. Don't let people change you. Don't let the news media, don't let religion, don't let the party, don't let all these things change you. You be you. All by yourself. You're good just like you, with your own wonderful thoughts that you can share with other people, just like what I'm doing too. And with that, God bless you, God bless America, and thank you again for the subscribers and future subscribers and your support. If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you is losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired of waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves, or made a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop to build them with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings, and risk it all in one turn and pitch and toss, and lose and start at your beginnings, and never breathe a word of your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve their turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which is to say hold on, if you can talk with crowds
and keep your virtue, or walk with kings and not lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you and none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.